you're on.
Hello, folks. It's April 4th. Sorry, running a few minutes late. We had a spirited workshop with all the people involved in the snow plowing. From our contract police officer, Darren, our road commissioner, our town clerk, and the 3 select people. Trying to come up with some changes, or certainly reviewing the road or plowing contract and making sure that it's relevant and that we can get as much done for the least amount of money. So we have another workshop on that next week, and the bid sheets will be available next Tuesday at the town hall online. So with that, we'll start with our normal schedule of the town clerk. Town clerk.
Okay. Have a short report. We've been working hard on some quarterly reporting and still working on Trio. It's still progressing, just not finalized yet. I did meet with Ann Monday morning and tried processing their credit application. She couldn't get it processed. Her computer wasn't cooperating. There was issues, and she just called me this afternoon. And she had some questions, I guess, between having a corporate card versus a business card. What kind of limit makes sense to have on this card? She said that kind of mattered. I wanted to keep it low, like 1,000, but she said, you know, that matters what card we go with. I just wanted to make sure that was okay with you guys, or did we want to use this card for, it's only going to be one card, it's going to be kept in our safe. Are we going to use this for big purchases, possibly? Or?
The only thing I think about are computers, which I have typically been charging. And, you know, we're talking, you get monitors, maybe $1,500.
We can get any limit we want.
Okay.
Or 2,500.
Well, most recently I bought 2 of them.
But we could have separate transactions too.
Well, you can, but
Who's going to be able to use this card?
It's under my name as clerk, but, you know, the town can use it.
Yeah.
I mean, anything, we'll just go through and streamline it through that office.
Okay. I guess I would find out, I would say 3,000.
3,000?
I don't know, that's just my input.
I'm fine with what you guys.
The computers are the only things that I can think of that would put us up there.
Okay.
But how frequently are we doing that?
Not often. So
Would it be better to have a lesser amount just to
Yeah.
reduce the exposure?
maybe, well, it's a credit card. Well, I don't know if they have the same protections
Well,
as an
the same
individual
protection?
one.
It's a credit card, yeah. I'm sorry.
The same protection as far as fraud and misuse and that type of thing?
Yes.
That's a normal
It
credit
wouldn't
card.
matter on the limit, no.
Yeah.
And that brings up another point. I mean, do we need multiple cards? I just told Ann the one card to go through that office, but, I mean,
I'd stay with one.
Yeah, I'd stay with one.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
just wanna make
we're
sure that was
at a
okay.
size where we don't need
Yeah.
to proliferate things like that.
okay.
But, so what are you thinking then?
I was thinking less, but if it's got the
1,500?
protection there,
Yeah?
it probably doesn't matter.
What you could do maybe is say 1,500 to 3,000, and if there's a crossover there where the lesser amount is to our advantage
Yep.
in terms of the type of card, then I'd go with it and we'll make it work.
Okay. Sounds good. When I go run errands tomorrow and go to the bank, I'm gonna stop in, and she's hoping we're gonna finalize it tomorrow.
Great.
Could you also ask them one thing? You were talking last week about the sweep account and getting the 3 point, whatever the heck it was, 75 interest. Partners was in, you know, a couple weeks ago there, and they take the money and diversify it, so no bank has more than $250,000 of our money, and that covers the FDIC insurance
Okay.
problem. I'm assuming MT&C, whatever the heck it is, would be able, have the ability to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
well, see what they do first of all, and then if they don't do that, if they can.
Okay, sure. Okay, I will ask her.
All right?
Our Salvation Army inbox was delivered on Saturday. It's located in the back parking lot. We do have a list of everything that Salvation Army will not accept, and that will be posted on Facebook and our website. And basically, if it's not on that list, they will take it. We did meet the truck on Tuesday. They were checking it to see if anyone had already donated, so it looks like we're gonna have a pretty reliable pickup system every week, so.
Good.
And just got a little bit of tax money for 2022 and moving forward.
Excellent.
See, what types of things, they're not gonna take things like hazardous waste, I'm assuming.
Yeah, obviously.
Computers, stuff like that. just-
Furniture.
So, yeah, there's a whole list of this. If it's not on that list, they'll take it in the bin.
Yeah, this is a list of things that are not
Holy
That
accepted.
they will
Okay.
not accept, and they're
Yeah.
pretty actually detailed about it, so.
I guess so.
Yep.
So this is on the website.
It will,
Okay.
yep. They gladly take clothing and
Are we putting it in shopping guide?
that's, I
Just
have not,
just that
I
we're-
can.
Just that we have that program available
Yeah,
for
sure.
people who don't have computers or whatever.
Okay, sure.
That makes sense?
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
Great, thank you.
Probably in your, either your postings or the ad, you want to stress to make sure that whatever people are donating is not on this
That
list.
list.
Yeah, yeah, those aren't the right words, but you know what I'm getting at. Otherwise, the town's going to have to pay to get rid of it.
We have tires stacked up there
Yeah,
for,
yeah, that's my first concern, believe me. Yep. Oh, well.
And I have been asked quite a bit lately, any date on bulky waste pickup? Is it June timeframe?
I don't know, can we find out? Thank you. Yeah,
we
because
just
it's
have
usually,
one bulky waste pickup, correct?
Yes. You want to do it in the spring or the fall?
There were two thoughts on that, right? Give people a chance to clear out their cabins and whatever, their buildings, or wait until the end of the summer and let them do it.
problem is if you do it the end of summer, you really need to do it before September 1st.
Right.
Because otherwise all the people in camps are leaving town.
Okay?
And that's not typically when we've done it in the fall.
We've done it usually earlier than that.
June.
June? All right, so why don't you check with Mo and see what, and we'll let you know.
Any update on Tri-Town? Is that still in the works?
I haven't asked them. No, it's supposedly. I'm certain it's still in the works. It's just I haven't asked them if they've been updated or anything. And now Ron's gone, so I probably should actually ask for an update because Ron was the one that was keeping me posted. They're just waiting for the state to do a survey on the road
Yeah.
about traffic or something, how it was going to affect traffic.
I have a question, electronics. Do you want me to get a date for electronics also, or you want to wait a year, or?
Well, we just did it.
Right. I don't know if you want to.
Maybe that's you do it every year, guys, or 2 years, or what do you want to,
What's that?
like with hazardous waste, how do you?
Electronics? I think we did I think we could skip a year. I mean, we knocked off a big bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, we took a lot of huge old TVs.
And I was surprised at how many of
Yeah,
those we got.
so I think that era of those huge TVs, I think we've kind of, I won't say we got rid of all of them, but I think we've got through them. A lot of them, you know what I'm
So
saying?
wait, like, do electronics every 2 years?
Yeah, I would think that would be okay. Unless Cornish comes to us and says, let's do it again, then
Yeah.
we'll do it again.
And what
But
about hazardous waste?
We've never done that.
Well,
we
yeah,
have.
we have,
We
but it's
have.
been
Yeah?
many years. Yeah,
Oh, okay, because I don't know.
yeah. Clean Harbors came out and administered that for us.
You want to try and do that again? Or do
Yeah, I
that?
think it would be good.
yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. I could have just used it with everything I had going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be
Do you
a
know what's up with
two-year
Cornish,
program
right?
also, maybe.
Do you want to see if there's something Cornish?
I don't know if we need that
Yep.
every other year, but
Yep,
Thank you, Jessica.
maybe.
hazardous.
I don't know.
Yeah, thank
A
you.
lot of old paint, right?
Yeah. All old paint you can get rid of.
Oh, through the hardware store,
Yeah.
the place you bought it theoretically.
Yeah.
And they give you dirty looks when you,
They've offered to be in the program. It's a voluntary thing. It's not required of them.
okay, so,
Anything
Would it be-
else, Danielle?
No, thank you.
That's it. Okay, thanks.
reviewing, we haven't done any paperwork, folks. We were so involved with the workshop on snow plowing, so give us a minute and let us sign last week's agenda, or minutes, and this week's agenda, and a few bills. People who have listened for a while know we can't play music because it's illegal and we got yelled at, so.
If I pick the right stuff to play, it's okay. It's just, I happened to pick some sort of copyrighted last time.
Someone was listening that,
What's that?
someone was listening that reported it. It was like,
No, it was automatic. It was Facebook picked it up. They're the
Oh.
one- Yeah,
thank goodness gracious.
yeah. So I haven't even tried since then.
Should give everyone. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Here's that, but Jesse, here, why don't you look at these.
Okay.
David, look at these. We'll just keep flip-flopping and we'll get it done quicker.
What's this? I get two?
Yeah, well, you know. The new guy,
Ah,
increase your workload.
I see that was an easy one. Did we charge the prior property owner for his use?
Yes, I did.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
It's noted on the front of the warrant that Danielle does.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I finished my two.
Making sure we signed all of these. Bills are expensive this month, but the school bill is $169,000. We have payments for snow plowing and trash. Got it, everyone?
Yeah,
Got them?
I don't know. See if your signature's on them.
Oh, okay.
Are the quarterly and monthly taxes being paid electronically?
Yes.
Okay. Are they automatic through Trio, or you still have to go?
They are now,
They-
yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yep. But, well, I have to still administer it. I have to go online.
Oh, you do
Same
have to go
way.
online,
But
okay.
it's, when I do the last payroll of the month,
Yeah,
it will automatically print 2 checks, one
Yeah.
for the state and one for the feds, and that's the breakdown, and I just enter it in
yeah.
online.
Okay, good.
Oh, you guys both done with these?
I don't think I've got the.
I don't know, check the signature.
Yep. Green one.
Thanks, Jess. Everyone's, Dave, you haven't seen this one, have you?
No, I don't think I have.
David?
Huh,
You know, the power clickers really back, like,
yeah?
we got just a call from CMP over the bad motor vehicle accident, that's what caused it.
Oh, but it has been flickering all day. There was certainly a bad one this afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah, that
We
was,
just called.
okay. Thank you.
This is this one's.
Where are we signing this one?
What is it, David?
Oh, that's
The,
just
The warrant request from the clerk.
I probably didn't sign it.
No,
It's normally not signed.
really?
No, never signed it for you. No. No, the warrant that she puts in for state and everything, no.
Okay, well, I signed it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have my authority for whatever it's worth. Okay,
33
those
and
are all
30.
last week, yeah. All right, there's that one in. Oh, wait, I don't know.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, has
Yeah.
Jesse? I'm not sure Jesse
No,
has.
Jesse is.
This is way too complicated.
It's better if we all have the same color, that way we really get confused.
Are we late paying bills, Debbie? I'm just wondering, this Maine water.
No, I put the date when the check was issued, Maine Water.
Yeah? Do you know when it was due? I'm just curious, because,
It was paid before it was due.
okay,
Yeah.
maybe we need to add a week onto that. I
Well,
don't
they
know.
get turned around, David, as soon as it comes in to me, so.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, in that case, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big one. So this is for what period? 331.
So we've approved today's agenda, and we've approved the minutes notes from last week's meeting. Approved the checks to be paid and the bills that were submitted this week. We have an ad. Actually, you folks, the snow plowing contract ad is in the shopping guide. And in addition, there should be a note about the starting of the weekly meetings that were announced has been changed to 4 or 5, from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesdays. In the event of a canceled meeting, the meeting will be rescheduled for the following Thursday. And then if that meeting is canceled, we'll just go back to the following Tuesday.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, sorry. Deb, this is probably for you. You've got a note on the consolidated bill that you need to call them. What's that about?
Yes, there's one payment they have not received, so I called them because I know it was mailed out, and they just gave me some time, and I'll call them before the due date, because chances by then, this happened before with them.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was sent out in time.
Okay. Don't like getting late notices.
We do have the CEO's report for February. March will be next week.
There you go.
2 or 3 building permits and 44 hours in the office, handling 56 phone calls.
That covered how long?
February.
Okay.
And it doesn't include the time he spends on the road looking at building sites and answering people's questions concerning their buildings.
Did we get copies of that?
No.
Okay.
Would you like copies?
Well, no. Danielle, you and I probably need to talk about getting the deputy and CEO and what was the other thing we were going to post? I think I put dummy pages.
Yeah,
There-
I just have to post them, yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Are you still planning on doing that? or-
absolutely.
Okay, okay.
Now, all this information will be in the annual report. That's
Well, in a summarized
Right,
form.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have our York County report for the month of March. Deputy Seer responded to a home, Mary Brown Road, domestic disturbance. Subject was arrested, violation of condition of release after being found hiding in a crawl space. And then we have, of course, the breakdown of the number of calls that Darren participated in for the month of March. As I said, summaries of all of this will be in the annual report from now on. Annual control. Multiple animals, 1 report, dog, cat, dog, multiple animals, so nothing out of the ordinary.
Under the ACO report there, the ACO has asked the clerk's office to call her directly and not call dispatch. So she's looking for clarification on that. We started having people call dispatch and not publishing her number because there were issues with people saying she wasn't responding. And this way the calls got logged so we could actually see who had called. I don't know what difference it makes to Kristen.
Can I make a comment?
Yes, please.
So what had happened is we just had an instance where we told the person to call dispatch, and they called back really angry because dispatch said, well, you need to call Kristen, and here's her phone number. So
Okay. Yeah.
we stayed
That's not
on
what
the
this
step.
was.
So they were mad at us that we didn't give her phone number from the get-go. 'Cause
Yeah.
She had to go dispatch, and dispatch gave her the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's why the dispatch is responding, just giving out her cell phone.
Want me to call him tomorrow?
Well, it does log the call in though.
Yeah, that would still log the call.
You can call and see what's there.
Yeah, see what their policy is. Yeah. You can explain why
Yep.
we have people do that. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Do we know more about this workshop and training? Maine Animal Control Association? Does anyone,
It's for her partner,
yeah,
who has been in Parsonsfield, I believe, once. The class is $100. The other towns are paying for Kristen. She wants Parsonsfield to pay for her husband to go. And I said, the select board were probably gonna say that, you know, if they think that he should go, it'll probably have to be a Zoom meeting. And she goes, oh no, we're driving up.
she can drive and he can stay home and Zoom. No, we'll have to talk about,
Well, when is it? It's the 14th.
14th.
So we need to talk about it today.
Today.
I don't know. I mean, he really hasn't responded to calls, at least not that we know of.
Right, it doesn't specify whether it never specifies whether he does or she does on the thing.
Right,
It's
she's
always her.
paid. He's never been paid.
Yeah.
This is true.
He has responded to calls over to Snow Farm.
He has.
And he's come out and helped me out a couple of times, and I suggest that they have two people on that, because it can get dangerous.
Yeah?
We're pushing cows around in the woods, you know, and he helped out to get that resolved.
Oh, we don't even know what his certification is. We don't know hers.
Yeah, we don't even know hers. I mean, that's a whole frustrating situation. That's one of my agenda items. I guess at this point, I'm not willing to say we will do that.
Yeah, I guess I agree with David. I mean, we didn't hire them both. She came in and we didn't,
Well, yeah, we did,
we did?
as a deputy. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. At her suggestion.
well, I mean, I don't mind splitting hers with the other town. Another town's paying for hers. I feel all like we should pay for hers.
Yeah.
So if we paid half of hers or whatever, and then she can do whatever she wants with that, you know what I'm saying?
but we're not paying any of hers apparently.
No.
But I feel like we should
Yeah.
we be?
Well, then that's, well, then pay for him then, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be assumed?
If she hadn't have worded it and told us that somebody else was paying for her and we were paying for her husband, we'd have said, okay. I don't know. That's the difference.
But the thing, if they drive, then they're gonna get mileage and,
Well, one of them, I can't
Okay.
see giving both of them now. She told us they're going together. I don't know.
no, he will get paid. She'll get mileage, but he will put in payroll, I would assume. Agree to the Zoom one.
Does Zoom cost anything?
$100.
Oh, the Zoom costs 100 too?
Zoom
But it's-
costs 75. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's 100. So they're non-members of MACA, whatever that is. I mean, association of whatever. I'm frustrated with our whole ACO situation because we are not getting any certification information from them, and I'm just not willing to do that. You guys can make the decision.
Yes?
He's texting.
No, I was reading about the hazardous waste. Yeah, I kind of feel the same. I mean, he's never been to. Although she's gonna probably say, "Well, you wanted me to get certified, and now we're getting certified," and right?
But she said all along that she was certified.
Well, I mean, she's gonna say you wanted. I just.
Did you look at the training schedule, the agenda, to see what the items was?
Is there
No.
ACO certification?
No. Yeah, it's helps.
Yeah, this is not really ACO stuff. The only thing possibly related is animal abuse with respect to domestic violence. And that's a 1-hour session. No, that makes me even feel stronger.
Will there be a vote on this?
It's a what? Did you say 1 hour, Dave?
Well, the
That
one
one
course.
session,
Oh.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, I guess I agree with Dave on that.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, there's other things, but a little bit to do with wild animals, I would say, and Centered for Disease Control about rabies and the avian flu update. What do you think, Ed?
I think we should pay them,
You do?
only because it just gives us more backup people. We're always looking for people.
This is not for certification.
It's gonna go towards certification, I would think.
No, it does not.
I don't see that anywhere, Ed.
No, it does not, Ed.
Yeah, we have professional development training come up all the time. They're not certifications by any means.
You know,
So it's still 1 to 2?
Yep.
Okay.
all right, so it's been turned down. Planning board is nothing on the planning board or the appeals board. Comprehensive committee. Looks like April 4th at 6 o'clock.
That'd be today.
Ms. Harvey's here, ready to go? Good.
Just to give a quick update, we have 9 chapters and drafts completed. We've got it, the fiscal analysis.
I'm sorry, you have 9 chapters completed, Harv?
Yeah, and that's including the fiscal analysis, which was,
How many chapters are there?
there are 10, I believe, but then you get down to implementations and goals and policies and strategies. So those are the ones that we have.
All right, so you're
We're into those at this point, too.
3/4 done?
I would say yes. And I'm planning on trying to have a hearing sometime in August. I don't know how we're going to ratify this thing, whether we do it at a town meeting or in a special.
Probably have to have
Probably too complicated.
Public hearing, special town meeting, which,
Well, if you have a public hearing before our town meeting, as long as it meets requirements.
yeah,
then
we could, that could
at
do it.
Town meeting.
Okay.
All right, so that's what we're shooting for.
I think I'd like to keep it out of the town meeting just because
Oh.
it's
Okay,
a lot of, there might be a lot of discussion and
that's the public hearing. I mean, there can still be discussion.
we,
but-
but we, well,
Yeah, okay. I fully understand that. And I agree, there may be a lot of discussion.
all right, so that's tonight at 6 o'clock, Secaucus Road and the mill, no updates. Noticed on the municipal planning, the town of Porter has submitted their 2023 comprehensive plan. These comprehensive plans, after they're approved by the town, have to be approved by the state. We have a community activities report from Jen Lewis.
We do?
We do.
Oh, yeah, okay. Got it.
Basically, busy month, all activities well attended. Most of the attendees are from Parsonsfield. Community cafe numbers, 51 people. That's the luncheon, third or fourth Wednesday of the month.
It's the fourth Wednesday. It's
Okay.
not the third or fourth.
Well, the fourth.
Last.
Well, the
Well,
last.
it's not the last, not always. It's
We'll
like
go for four. We'll
recycling.
go between 3 and 5. 31 people from Parsonsfield out of the 51, and then Cornish, Porter, etc. The morning coffee, that's every Monday morning, usually about 30 people or more. Parsonsville had 90 people, Porter 9. Pickleball, 20 players from Parsonsfield, 9 from Porter. So,
Those are monthly totals.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it looks like the chess today, if anyone's playing chess, I don't know, but
That's right.
There are some of them.
Related to the community activities, Jen has a request to use the risers for a choral group. Are they singing at the luncheon?
Yeah, on a Monday, yes.
Oh,
No,
on a
on
Monday.
Monday, during
Okay.
Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a group that's going to come in and entertain. And this, I mean,
entertain on Mondays or?
Yeah, on
just-
Monday.
Flyer, just once.
Oh,
once.
just once, not
Yeah.
every Monday?
no.
Okay.
So my comment was that we probably don't want to let them use the risers. I mean, there really isn't any need. It's a small enough area. You got liability issues, and why even do it? So I think they can
They
stand
can
in a
project
corner
their
and sing.
voices.
And
Right.
Jen
Better
is fine
for-
with that.
Yeah.
Jen is okay with that.
Okay.
Jen had asked about tables at one point.
She didn't come in last
No.
week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they do need.
They aren't going to be
more
dancing on them, I hope.
Well, I don't know. They're waiting for you, Jesse.
tables from here and the planning board. They take this one and
Yeah.
planning board tables.
Yeah.
Turning people away on the luncheon, they can accommodate more people if they had a couple more white tables per setting. That's basically.
Oh, really? I thought they were capping it.
Yeah.
Right? Because how did they do the 58 when they had 58?
Well,
Yeah,
there's-
squeeze them in.
Just what,
Yeah.
she told me, that's what she was looking for.
Okay.
Saban said, when I talked to him a while ago, they could handle up to 75.
Okay.
They had 75 sets of dishes, silverware for
Yeah. Yeah.
So he said they can handle up to
It's
70.
cleaning
Okay.
up
More
incredibly
tables.
fast.
All right, well, we should get
That's pretty cheap for a
clarification.
meal these days.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I
Yeah.
thought they capped it too, David.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
They did, but the question is why?
Because of the amount of people.
Well,
Tables.
yeah,
Yeah, theoretically, it should be because of the food.
Yeah.
There's not enough food.
right. So I think we need to clarify that with Jen and Saban. Find out if that cap needs to be there. If it doesn't, because of food, then we can look at getting some tables. We have a couple out there that need to be replaced anyways, and we could do that at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we have a FEMA virtual applicant briefing. This is on the storm back in December. To clarify more how we can get some money back. I think York County was approved for $900,000, which we're looking for $200,000.
Yeah.
That's
Who
the
knows?
initial request that will be going up.
Yeah, hopefully if we're looking for 200 and there's only 900,
No,
it better be going up. Yeah, that's what it is.
okay.
They had to get to that $900,000 threshold, I think, in order
Yes.
to be able to file.
Oh, right, okay. Updates. Mr. Stacy,
I have nothing.
you're building a nice house though, with somebody, right?
Yeah, I have.
Dave?
Right, first one's the Boston Post-Cane. I did talk to Jay. We've got it set up for Sunday, the 16th of this month, so
Okay.
week and a
Where,
half.
where is she?
She's at her house.
She is?
No, she will be there that
Okay,
day.
okay.
He said they come back almost every weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the move is kind of a trial. So anyways, at her house, 2 o'clock on the 16th.
Is that enough time for you to get the little,
I hope so. I ordered them last week as soon as I talked to Jay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I had a request from a resident about the possibility of having some chipping available, somewhere to get. We've had a tough winter with limbs coming down, and I don't know if it's practical, but maybe a place to drop off stuff that's come down and then chip it all at once. I mean, he was actually saying you could go around with a chipper and people could put it out by the road, but I don't think that's going to be a good
You know,
idea.
with the chipping, the last FEMA storm we had, there was chipping. Meyer had someone take stuff and chip it. And FEMA wanted to know where it went after that. It was a very complicated issue when it gets to getting rid of chips. For some reason,
Jesus.
chippings.
I
So what if
personally.
we? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
I
what
was
you're-
just going to say, what if you just say we left them there? Is that not a good thing?
Well, I don't.
Wherever
like,
that is.
Like Meyer has a pile from the storm that
Yeah.
he needs to do something with, and
Maybe they want to know where the money went.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, but
You know, it's $1,000 a load or so for a load of chips. You know, you got to pay the
Yeah.
trucker though. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no money in it.
Yeah.
Really. I mean,
All right. Well, anyways, I said I would bring it up. That's
We check with Meyer and see if he,
I think that's it's just I feel like that's a can of worms because some people have big. I understand some people have small property, and that's probably might be this person. But then you have somebody that has more property. If they start thinking we're going to start chipping stuff, that
yeah.
I just don't think it's a good idea.
I think he was thinking about the ice storm and how we
Right.
did that, and yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I can just
The ice storm, as in '97, or the ice storm.
98, 99.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big one.
What did happen then?
They allowed people to drop off, I think, at the box shop.
Oh, really?
And they chipped it there. Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Okay, so probably not.
right.
Okay, all right. ARPA reporting. I got an email last night at 7 o'clock that said the 2 websites that are used for ARPA reporting, the annual reports, were available. So I came in this morning and logged on. I logged in, But when I went to edit our report and put information in, it said the site is no longer available. Well, I think what was happening is that half of the United States was on it, and the website just crashed, because this afternoon I was able to get on it and go through the process. So our report, I did not report any numbers. I did report a couple of the projects that we've done.
Okay, so that's due April 30th.
That's due April 30th. It has now been submitted. Okay.
So you don't have to give any numbers with that, just,
You can.
okay,
By April 30th of next year, we'll have to have final numbers.
okay.
Yeah. And I just didn't want to get into the numbers part of it. Debbie gave me a breakdown of what we've sent, but anyways, we have reported for the year.
Okay, that was one of my things for Danielle, who I didn't ask. Well, I thought you'd be taking over the ARPA, but,
Oh, I don't get the alerts or emails, so.
okay.
I can make you get them. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Okay, my next question is about the rescue contract. Where are we on that?
It's either a special town meeting or the annual town meeting.
Okay, have they been contacted?
They know,
They know?
they do know, yes.
Okay.
They do know.
And, all right, well, I guess my recommendation is that we recommend to them that we sign a one-year contract this year. And then next year,
We'll put it in the
we get
town meeting for
authority
the
to sign a
extended period of
multi-year.
times, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cornish doesn't have a meeting for a couple weeks, but he will bring it up at the next meeting about the hazardous waste.
oh, okay.
Oh, good, thank you, Jesse.
Do we know what the other towns did in their town meeting regard to the rescue contract?
I don't know, but
Cornish voted on it, and it passed.
They voted to accept for 1 year, 3 years?
3.
Okay.
wow, I didn't think they had the lead time for that. Huh.
They had an open article in their town warrant about entering these types of contracts.
Oh, so basically they can enter into any multi-year contract. Okay, or maybe they restrict it.
Right.
Yeah, okay. And my last question or comments relate to the ACO. I'm still frustrated with the ACO and the fact that she is now far enough away that her response time is, when there's an animal that somebody's reported, if it's loose, it's not going to be there when she gets here an hour later. And so I'm wondering if we want to look for somebody a little closer. I mean, I thought we had somebody interested, but they seem to have disappeared, or at least I haven't heard anything from them.
I do agree 100% on that. 9 times out of 10, her report, got a call about a cat, got a
Right.
call about a dog, and still, if it's a cat or a dog, if the people take 15 minutes to get there, which is going to be a likely, I mean, this isn't an ambulance you're calling.
Right,
This is,
right.
they might be doing something else.
Gonna be gone.
It's probably going to be gone. Half the time anyways.
Yeah.
But it just is exponentially worse because she's probably 40 minutes out, I'm guessing, no
Yeah.
matter what,
Right.
you know?
Do
Yeah.
you want me to check with Cornish to see, because we're doing it with them.
Sure. See what their feelings are.
Ricky did make a proposal. I don't know if you want him to come in and give another proposal.
Oh, I didn't know there was ever a proposal.
Last year, I think it was, he came in.
I knew he came in,
Yeah.
but like I
It
said, I
was
didn't.
quite a bit more money, I think, and
Well,
I'm pretty sure it like was double the money, which not that we're paying, maybe not double. How much are we paying? 5,000?
yeah.
No, maybe it wasn't that much more money. I can't remember
Right, no, I
exactly.
think it might be worth to have him come in
Yeah.
and talk to him.
Yeah, if we could. Yeah,
And it is a little easier.
sure.
It's one of those things. A local person knows people.
Right.
It helps.
Yeah.
It definitely helps. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He knows what's going on more. She's coming. When she gets a call to an area, she has no idea what she's getting into. Somebody that lives here kind of has an idea what's going on here and
Yeah.
there, and before they get here.
Yep.
I sent her a list of the Parsonsfield roads just past couple days. I guess she didn't ever have a list of the Parsonsfield roads.
Okay, so that doesn't help her find anything, no?
Well,
Okay.
GPS might
right
help.
town.
Yeah.
Can I just add, we had him involved when he was extremely responsive.
No,
Yeah.
he was here, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, we
here.
had
Yeah,
him
Ricky
for a
was here.
while.
No, we all liked him.
Yeah.
And he got certified.
Yeah, no, we all liked him much, and then I think, did we have Miss Ricker after that?
Could be, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for a short time.
Yeah, and she was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is kind of personality.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be talking. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. One last thing, talking about Ricky, reminded me, the defibrillator out here needs batteries. I thought Ricky was going to do that, but he hasn't. So I will buy a new set of batteries for both the defibrillator itself and the alarm on the case, because it's supposed to be alarmed when you open the case door. Alarm goes off so people know there's an emergency.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
end of my list. Thank you.
As a segue from that,
Yes.
how would you folks feel about getting a rescue person in to go through the CPR and the heart thing again? We did it about 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, if you ever expect me to perform it, then probably you should get somebody in here, because my memory is about as long as,
Well, that's exactly why.
We'd
Yeah.
be very interested.
And we gotta wait for the battery.
Well, when David gets the
Our
batteries,
batteries shouldn't be long. I can get them by
and
next
we
week.
can set
Yeah.
something, a workshop at, some,
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Get
I would
that-
take it again. I've taken it multiple times.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I still got the certification in here, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that I can do it, because
Right.
I certainly
Yeah.
can't, so.
and we'd also talked about, which is less important now probably, but getting some Narcan in here. Darren
Yeah.
was gonna get us some, but I guess it's over the counter now, so.
No one's seen me.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah, I am with David.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, just,
Yeah, no, it's a
Just-
thought.
whatever.
I won't say a good thought, but it's a thought.
Excuse me.
No, no, I'm
Well, I
not.
won't give you any then.
I have to think about it. That's all I said,
I'll
Ed.
let you stew. And the only other thing is as everyone knows, we're working on the plowing contracts. Got some very good input from the people at the meeting. And hopefully we'll have a more detailed contract, I guess, maybe a little more comprehensive for the next contract.
It doesn't really matter, but I did get a comment from Jen Lewis, and she says, no, it's for the Wednesday lunch or Wednesday cafe, so I assume she's referring to the
Tables.
choir. Okay, not Mondays, but the Wednesday
Oh,
lunch.
the choir, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Is it your
Which-
band, Jeff?
Mormon
Yeah.
Tabernacle or local?
Well, half of the Mormon
That's
Tabernacle.
that's
They
why they
still
wanted
wouldn't
to,
even
that's
fit
why
in
they
the
wanted the
room there.
rises. They need a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right. Things obviously we're working on is the Spirit America Award. Remind people that the town office is closed on April 17th, Patriots Day. And I see Mr. Wright sitting there patiently.
Yeah. You ready for me?
No.
Jeff, we're never ready. Yes, go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, number one, the bulky waste. Maybe you should ask Melon if there's been a lot of bulky waste to be picked up, and that would dictate when you should have a bulky waste day. You know what I'm saying? If,
No, say that again.
If Melon is seeing a lot of bulky waste out, then it's probably time to have a bulky waste day. If we don't see any bulky waste out, then you can do it at your normal time, but.
Yeah, but they're not going to pick it up?
Oh, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying that if there was a, like, Melon says, oh, there's been couches every week and, mattresses and stuff, I think we better have a bulky waste day. So I'd ask him, when do you think we should have a bulky waste?
I always do, Jack.
Do you do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, great. And it's the same thing with e-waste. If he's seeing a lot of TVs, it's like, hey, maybe it's time to, get another e-waste day. So I would go to Melon first on the e-waste thing. I know we just had it, and it was a good turnout. So he'd be a good thing. The oil, Clean Harbor used to take homeowners oil, but now they don't. So we really need to have something for, you know, a chemical waste pickup,
Hazardous waste.
hazardous waste as soon as possible.
Yeah, yeah, we're looking at it.
Yeah, gasoline, you know, and like I said, the oil, I used to take it to Clean Harbor, but they don't take it from homeowners anymore since COVID. Let's see, and mentioned about brush. Maybe the brush could be brought to the bog shop or the other gravel pit that we have, or the sand pit that we have in Maplewood. Is that?
I'm thinking, so yeah, it's just, I think the box shop might be off limits now just because of the solar thing. I don't.
Oh, that's too
They,
bad.
they actually did it across on the river side of the road.
Right, but I mean, we're in some kind of contract with them. We're not allowed to touch the property or something like that, correct?
We must have something a little. Must
Yeah.
have kept a little bit of.
Yeah, we there's a little, but it isn't much. It goes right around the salt shed, like 20 feet. It's literally enough to drive a pickup around the salt shed.
I guess I should have said something way back when. I didn't know that.
You said something.
I did. I wanted to have. I did say something. I did. I wanted to have a place to dump sand and leaves.
Yes, you did.
And now we don't have a place to dump sand, leaves, or brush. Okay.
Brush deteriorates.
Yes,
So
it
don't
does.
leaves. Good
Yeah,
compost.
Yeah, in your neighbor's backyard. Like,
Yeah. Keep 'em in your own backyard.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, you mentioned about tables, about, you know, tables for the thing. I'm looking across from one that's broken. The leg is leaning, and if somebody pushed on that end, the table would fall and break the computer. So
Yeah, I commented that there were a couple that we need to replace regardless.
yeah, that being one of them.
Yes.
I guess. Well, not replaced, but repaired. You could throw a bolt in it, and it would fix it. And if you gotta throw it out, I'll take it.
Well, we probably asked $5 for them, but I'm just talking, so.
Sold. I'll sell it back. All right, that's it, I guess.
We owe you a big thank you, I think, for
Yes,
cleanup
thank you.
outside. Appreciate that.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you
very
for
much.
noticing.
Yeah,
I just assumed, this is terrible, I just assumed when I saw Maya's truck,
Meyer did it.
I just assumed he had did it, and then I said, came in and forgot all about it.
I
I
turned
didn't
to
know
look and see
that.
the parking lot. which
Just
is
to let you know, there's 21 5-gallon pails of sand
So
Where'd you
we've,
put it?
Yeah, where this go hazardous
right in
waste.
your trunk.
Oh, yeah.
so this is what you're not gonna like. I don't know if you were here last week when I was talking about this, is the only way we can get away from this overload of sand and tracking in the building is to salt the walkways. And I know how you feel about
I
that.
totally agree with you if I owned a cement company because the salt is deteriorating the cement walkway.
Well, that's true. That one's hot top.
So you're gonna have two vehicles, one with salt and one with sand?
I agree, Jeff. I agree. No, I
We can
know.
mix it
But
together.
I don't like how much sand is, and you can't get rid of this ice. Sand doesn't get rid of it, it just covers it, and then it ices over and covers it, and ices over and covers it.
But sometimes it's a little bit too,
Well, I agree, and, yeah, no, I came and cleaned up last year out here, there was like this much ice and this much sand, and I just couldn't take it anymore and scraped it up.
I couldn't take it anymore either, so that's why I did it.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, we noted.
Yeah.
all right, very good.
Okay, folks. Another meeting.
All right.
In the books.
Thank you all. Especially Mr. Wright.
Okay.